spending money. What's 10 million? We spent more than 12 million naira campaigning for the governor. Is it only the shirts? Is it the cap? You know what it means to print 5,000 shirts of this quality at 1,500 naira? Not the printing, the cost alone is 1,500 naira. This cap is 1 per copy. Not what it means to print 5,000 copies for a governor who doesn't even know you, has not seen you. It's because of the convention that we have that this man is doing well. And I have children. I think of the future of my children because I will not live forever. After my generation, they will come up. What is the legacy we are leaving for them? So when I now see someone who is doing what I dream for my state to have, it gives me joy to want to support him. So when I'm doing what I'm doing, people say, oh boy, you should say, you just say spend money. This man don't know you. I say he doesn't need to know me. He doesn't need to know me. All I need is that Edo people should have good roads. Edo people should have good economy. Let the economic hub of Edo State boom again. Let Edo rise again. Edo is rising again, I can tell you. Edo is waking up again. I can tell you that the economy of Edo is coming up again. It's bouncing back again. With Governor Godwin Obaseki on board, the ship of Edo State, I tell you that we're going places.
Thank you. All right, if you want to contribute to this program, you can call us on our telephone number 0905 170 2571. 0905 170 2571. You can also send in a WhatsApp or a short SMS, and of course, we'll read it out. Now, Ogiugo, you're from Edo State. What part of Edo are you from?
I am from Uwonde. I am from Ugoneki in Uwonde local government, but I reside in Ego because I built my houses in Ego. Okay. So I built my house in Ego, I reside in Ego, but that doesn't mean I don't know what is happening around the state because I'm a close monitor of what the governor is doing.
So as a citizen of Edo State, do you feel proud to say you hail from Edo on the back of the style and performance of the governor, or what would you rather say?
If I tell you I'm proud to be from Edo State, it's an understatement.
Okay.
Because I remember about 2-3 weeks ago when I went to Ondo State to see a friend. I had a workshop there. I had to give a talk there. So when I was going to Ondo, I wore this shirt and my cap. So immediately we drove into Ondo. There's a hold up when you're approaching that college. I think I've forgotten the name of the college along the express. Someone saw my cap and said 4 + 4, and I said Ogbane.
What does it mean of Ogbane?
Ogbane means it is already done. It is complete already. You know, when before the governor was given nomination, a lot of us were saying talk back. That means it must be complete. It must be complete. Now, it is no more talk back. It is complete already. Ogbane. That means it is complete already. Because the people of Edo State are solely behind Governor Godwin Obaseki. When I say they are solely behind him, I'm not telling you because I am before the camera. I'm telling you because that is the position. If you go out there and sample public opinion, do you know that a northerner, a cobbler, a shoemaker, what we call shoemaker, was shining my I gave him my shoe to shine at the office. So when he was doing it, I brought out a cap to give to him. I said, wear this cap. I think you go vote too. He was like, I go vote. Talk back.
Oh yeah.
He's a Muslim. He's a northerner. But because he resides here, he didn't even know what was on the cap. I'm not giving him the cap. I hadn't even handed the cap to him. I wanted to give him the cap, but I wanted to be sure that he was going to vote for my candidate, the governor. And I asked him, I said, Musa, I think you go vote for this election. He was like, yes, so I go vote to talk back, 4 + 4, talk back. And I was like, who you want to vote for? I insisted, I wanted him to say it. He was like, and the Governor Godwin, Obaseki. You know, even those even the downtrodden, even to the last man on the street, the ordinary man on the street, they know the governor is doing well.
Now,
The government is doing well.
okay. You have done quite a lot to support the governor's re-election. Is it because you are truly sold to his style of governance, or, as some people would say, probably maybe you expect something in return for the support this period?
Well, if I expected something in return, I would have put my billboard at the government house junction. You would have seen my billboard at the government house gate. I don't do eye service.
No, are you saying that those people that had their billboards at in front of the government house are getting something in return?
That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if I was desperate to get something in return, I would have been doing it in a way that the governor would know me. I just do my thing, and people are the one that record. I don't call ITV. I don't call any TV station. When I'm doing my rally, I don't call TV station because the people that I want to see me, they are on the streets. I don't need to go to call any TV station. I don't know if you get me. That's my own ideology. I'm not saying that calling TV stations is wrong to call TV stations. I'm saying that when I go on the street to campaign and I do a rally for the governor, for the re-election of Governor Obaseki, the people that troop had to join me, that didn't follow me from the takeoff point, I begin to wonder. I don't know if you're getting it. You know, I begin to wonder, where did those people come from? You mean these people are supporting my governor like this, and it gives me joy, you know? So what I'm saying is, what I am doing when I started Godwin Ogiugo Coalition for Godwin Obaseki, I never went to government house to say I want to see the governor, I'm starting a coalition. I never said I wanted to raise fund. I started using my money. If I wanted something in return, I probably would have gone to join a political party. We had already come up with followership of more than 1,000 or more than 2,000 persons. We had already come on board before my people started telling me, you can't be doing all these things and you're not a politician. I keep telling them, I'm not a politician. I'm not a politician. Say, no, you can't be doing all these things you are doing and you're not a politician. You're not a politician. You are supposed to join a political party. I said, I will vote, but I'm not a politician. You know, it was it not recently, but a month ago, that I decided to join a political party in my ward. You know, I joined the PDP. But when we started the coalition, I was not a member of any political party.
Did you join PDP after the governor joined PDP, or
yes,
before?
Yes. He joined. I joined PDP. Immediately he joined PDP. I said, anywhere he goes, we go. So it is about conviction. It's about what you believe. It's about the future of our children. It's about what we will fall back to when we are old. Remember that when we are old tomorrow, we cannot be abroad forever. We will always come. I think that there's a song that says, anywhere you go, don't forget the road that leads you back home. This is the only place we can call our home. And I will do everything to protect my home. I will do everything to see that the democracy is entrenched in my state. I will do everything to see that there is an establishment of good governance in my state. I'll do everything to see that my people are enjoying the dividend of democracy. And so when I see someone that is doing it, I will do everything to support that person. If I could take a loan, I would have taken a loan to support Governor Obaseki. I'm telling you the truth. Someone says, but you go empty your account too. I say, it doesn't matter. So long as I am fighting a just cause, so long as I am doing what is right, God will always provide. And I have never been broke since I've been supporting him. Though I don't raise money from anywhere. But God has been faithful.
What new areas do you think the governor needs to touch when re-elected to make life easier and better for Edo people?
Well, if you say new area, I would like it if he builds more industries. More industries. I want Edo State to be productive. Do you know that we drink what we call, I don't want to mention names, we take fruit juice in Edo State. Do you know that there is no producer in Edo State that has an apple farm? There is no producer of those, none of these producers of this fruit juice that have a pineapple farm. None of these producers of this fruit juice that have an orange farm. What they give to our people is color, flavor, and sugar. Let the governor go back to those days. I want to see him go back to those days where we have farm settlement, just the way he's doing now. Where we had farm settlement. Do you know that if we have farm settlement, a graduate can drive a tractor if you pay him well? He will. But when we don't make agriculture attractive, people will not come in. And that's why I like the initiative of Governor Obaseki. He's going into farming. And I'm so glad when I see what he does, it gives me joy to want to support him more. So what more can I say? When you wish you want to do something and you see someone doing it, even surpassing what you would have done if you were there, why would you not support the person? Okay. The guy is an enigma.
At the very beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, while other states were shutting down completely, the governor shut down the state partially, and a lot of people criticized them. Now, in your own opinion, did you think it was right for him not to have shut down the state completely?
Well, like I said during the rally, I said, when people say they don't see the good things that Governor Obaseki is doing in Edo State, I said I sympathize with them because life is difficult for those who have been blinded by corruption. You see, he shut down the state partially because Edo State is the heartbeat of Nigeria, for crying out loud. Edo State is the heartbeat of Nigeria. When I say heartbeat, it's one of the economic hub of Nigeria. So whatever happens in Edo State, by implication, extends to other states. Don't forget that Edo State is like a gateway state. You cannot go to the east from the west without passing through Edo State, except you want to take a longer journey. You cannot go to the north if you are coming from Lagos, you cannot go to the east without passing here. If you are coming from Lagos, you cannot go to the north without passing here. So this place is like a center and a reference point. So the governor took time to make his decision, and his decision has not had any adverse effect on us. So why are people complaining? This decision has even improved the economy of the state. So I sympathize with those that doesn't understand what he's doing, because not everybody can like you, no matter how good you are.
All right, not everybody can like you, no matter how good you are.
Remember that not everybody likes Jesus Christ.
We'll take a short break now. We'll come back and continue with the program. Stay with us.
Listen to this. On the 5th of October 2019, thousands of teachers gathered at the Eagle Square, Abuja, to honor Governor Godwin Obaseki as their best performing governor. This is because Governor Obaseki's far-reaching and redemptive measures have created the bright environment with the introduction of Edo Basic Education Sector Transformation, Edo Best Program. Under the Edo Best Program, 11,300 teachers have been trained in ICT. 11,300 tabs have been distributed, 891 schools have been covered, 269,000 pupils are benefiting from Edo Best. Liberia, Rwanda, Sierra Leone have visited to adopt the model, while states in Nigeria, including Lagos, have also visited and are set to adopt the model. Pupils learn 3 times more of what they used to learn. Edo teachers are the third group of workers in the world to work with Facebook Workspace. 1,200,000 instructional materials have been distributed, and there is community ownership of schools. Governor Obaseki is changing the people's socio-economic destinies with robust basic education in Edo State.
If we not be God winning, we not go vote any of that person, we not go vote.
My good people of Afemesako, election time don't reach again. Make we shine our eyes and use our brain before we vote on September 19. No forget, say, before Governor Godwin Obaseki come, local government for Edo State die patapata. Workers no get salary for many months, but Agberus them. They collect local government money, put for pocket, they marry many wives, they buy car and they build house. But God come hear our prayer and bring Obaseki come to come save Edo people, especially local government workers, from all this wickedness. That's now why we go vote Governor Obaseki and Philip Shuabi again for this election to continue with their good mind and their good work for Edo State. So, on election day, wey be September 19, take your PVC and vote for progress and development. Vote for Godwin Obaseki and Philip Shuabi. Vote PDP. Remember, say na umbrella wey be the symbol of PDP, you go gum your finger put o. PDP. Power to the people. Now the executive chairman, Esako West Local Government Council, Honorable Imonofi Inusa, bring una this message.
Oga, make you carry your tickets go.
Yeah, welcome back to the program. Now, Prince Ogiugo, let's talk about the reforms in the civil service setting, and of course the pensioners.
The governor has done marvelously well. Like, you know, before now, you can imagine that before now, our grandfathers worked that were supposed to be senior citizens of the state. They come and you ask them to come and queue up for a stipend that you want to give to them, for a money they have worked for and they deserve to be given at ease. You ask old people, and sometimes I think of it, it makes me mad. You ask old people to come and queue up for a money that is not enough for you to buy fuel for a day. And many of them die during the process. Many of them fall ill again during the process. And many of them, they got injured during the process. But when Godwin Obaseki came on board, he has started paying pensioners as at when due. When I heard it, my sister, it gladdened my heart. That is someone who has foresight, someone who has a dream for his people. He knew that it was an aberration for an old civil servant who has retired meritoriously, who has served his people, who has served his fatherland, to come and now queue up again before you can pay him his dues, before you can pay him a stipend that you call pension. Today it's no longer so. They sit at their comfort of their own and they'll get their alerts. So what else can we expect from, what else can we say to such a governor other than saying thank you and God bless you? Today we don't see our old men and women, our old fathers and mothers queuing up on the street, queuing up at the secretariat, queuing up at different locations in order for them to be paid a paltry sum that is not enough for one man to buy fuel for a day in his car. So it gives me joy. Look at the academic sector. He has built so many, he has erected so many administrative buildings in our schools, our tertiary institutions. He has reformed our primary institutions. Today, as I speak with you, do you know that our students now, our pupils now in the primary school, public primary school, now use tabloid? They now use the tablets. It wows me. Do you know that our teachers now operate digitally? They cannot give assignments online. Our students cannot go online. Our pupils, cannot go online and do research at the primary school level. Do you know that? Have you been there? If you go there, you'll marvel at the way they are taught. Do you know that no teacher now in the public primary school can go to school anytime they like? Because you have to sign in. Because anytime you clock in, everybody will know. It's on the system. It's on the net. So this man is just too good. He has the brain to know what Edo State needs. So why do you think I will not support such a person?
Are your children in primary school or in secondary
My
school?
children are in primary school.
Are they in public primary school?
Yes, of course. It surprises you. So someone of my caliber, if I can put my children in a public primary school,
Yeah.
what else do you think? You think if it's not good, I'll put my children there? So I'm saying to everybody out there, let us support this man. so that he can do more. Because when someone is working, people have an adage that says, when someone is pounding a yam and he's seeing what he's pounding, it gives him more zest, more power to pound more. Benin people will say, let us tell this man, Governor Godwin Obaseki, well done, our brother. Well done, our father. You have done well. We still want you to do more. And he will do more.
Now, you are not in Obaseki's government. You have not been employed. You are just an Obaseki Shaibu enthusiast, and of course,
I'm not just an enthusiast. I'm a supporter.
Yes, I was coming. Yeah,
in fact, I'm a die-hard supporter.
Okay.
Anywhere Obaseki goes, I go.
Okay, you are an enthusiast, and of course, you are a supporter. Now, which iconic projects would you say, which iconic projects would you say are sufficient enough to convince you, to convince people to vote him?
There are too many.
For the second time in office.
Is it the business hub at Sapler Road? Is it the...
You're talking about the production center?
The production center at Sapler Road? Have you been? Were you there before he built that place?
Yes.
Before he built that place was like a slum. It was an abandoned project. Though it was a court arena, but it was like an abandoned project. The buildings were moribund. But go there today, it has been renovated and rebuilt, and in a modern way. It has in a state of the art way. So today people can now go there and get services at a cheaper rate, get products that have been made there at a very cheaper rate. So what else can we say? Is it the High Court complex that looks like an ancient building before that have been renovated? Is it the Secretariat building? Is it the Oshomo plan that you want to talk about? Is it the Gelegele port that is an enormous project? That is like, I call it Obaseki wonder, because there's no state in Nigeria that has a state-owned modular refinery. But I'm proud to tell you that Edo State has got one. So it gives me joy. How many can I name? Is it the farm? Is it the agricultural sector? In fact, Obaseki is a blessing to us in Edo State.
Thank you very much.
Even the blind can see. The lame can walk on the road. He is the savior to St. Saviour Road.
Say that again.
He is the savior to St. Saviour Road. Did you ever have you ever been to St. Saviour before he did that road? No. If you were there, that road was one of the worst roads in Edo State. But today, that road is an express road. Nylon tie. It gives me joy. It gives me joy to support him. I support him with all my heart and with all joy. I have no regrets, because I know that in future I will still not regret it. He's going to do more than we have seen. Mark my words.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll take our last break now. We'll come back. We'll go to our page to take 1 or 2 comments. Stay with us.
Edo State is transforming. It is getting brighter and brighter every day. The state that was known a few years ago as a haven for touts with a chaotic city center is now serene, conducive for families and businesses to thrive. This is as a result of the visionary leadership of Mr. Godwin Obaseki, the executive governor of the state. Prior to being elected, he promised the people of the state that they will see accelerated implementation of people-oriented policies. The vision of his administration is to develop a modern and progressive Edo State where every citizen is empowered with opportunity to live life in its fullness. This is further driven by a mission to achieve sustainable and inclusive prosperity anchored on accountable governance, efficient service delivery, and social justice for all the people. To actualize this, 6 thematic pillars were created: institutional reform, economic revolution, culture and tourism, infrastructural development, environmental sustainability, and social welfare enhancement.
The Obaseki administration is built on systematic pillars. We have institutional reforms, which to me is the actual starting point, because if you don't get it right with your institutions, you're going to have problems across the board. So it was a very deliberate effort on the part of this government to begin reforms from our institutions. There was the strategy dialogue, there was the different workshops across MDAs, and several other retreats just to make sure that the executives of this government were well informed about the direction of the government. Of the entire Edo.
With the visionary leadership of Godwin Obaseki, Edo State has been positioned as one of the most investor-friendly states in Nigeria. The people of the state are rejoicing.
You're welcome back. All right. Yesterday, we had Inotie Ogbebo, the artist and singer on this program. And while we were signing off, of course, I referenced one of his references. That was Sir David Frank Ajayi. I said he was a Ghanaian. I said Tanzania. He said Ghanaian. So I had to go on Google today, and I brought out some information, and I realized that Enoch was actually right, and so was I. Why? Because Sir David Frank Ajayi was born in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. His parents are Ghanaians, but going further, his nationality is actually British. So I just needed to clear the air on that. Enoch was right, I am right, and of course, he is a British architect, and now just saying his nationality is British. So right now, Prince, let's go to our page to see what comments are coming in, so that if there is any question, we'll read it out for you to answer. Or if there is none, we'll just take one or two comments, and then we'll sign off. I think what we are having here are just comments, and there are just so many comments. So many, no question, okay. And no negative comments from what I'm saying. Nikki Ogiugo Osagie, I don't know.
Osagie.
Okay, Osagie said she's madly in love with Governor Obaseki's works. All right, thank you very much, Nikki. And
thank you.
Sally OO says, even those of us outside the country are immensely glad to call him Governor of Edo State.
God bless you.
So that is,
thanks
there's no
for supporting
question,
my governor.
just take those two comments. So with that, we've come to the end of
let me say hi to my people.
Friday's edition of the program. You have the opportunity of doing that. And I would like to say a big thank you to Prince Barry Ogiugo for coming on the program.
Thanks
a
for having me.
Man, and a brilliant gentleman that is so passionate about the projects of Obaseki, so much so that he had to set up a coalition for Obaseki and Shuabi. Thank you so very much for coming on the program.
Thanks for having me.
You want to talk to your people?
Yes, I want to say 4+4 Ogbane. The Obaseki coalition for Ogiugo coalition for Obaseki Shaibu have come to stay. And I want to give kudos. I want to thank all my followers. I want to thank all my numerous supporters and followers across the globe. I beg your pardon, across the states, for the marvelous job you guys are doing. I couldn't have done it alone. But with you, thank you for everything you are doing. We will not relent. We will support Governor Godwin Obaseki even after he's re-elected, we'll still be supporting him.
Thank you very much. All right, we'd like to say thank you to those that sent in their comments and those that, of course, tried to call us, even if we know that the network is not very good these days because we have a lot of lines jamming here and there. However, we also like to say a big thank you to the production crew. My name is Habiba Oyege Oyarekwa. Good evening.